Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we will discuss NVIDIA stock price movement for today and I'll try to make an assessment for rest of the week using technical charts and fundamentals. On your screen, you see NVIDIA stock chart for today. NVIDIA opened at 905, it made a high 910. It made a low 882 and it closed at 887. That is 1.84% down. So another negative closing today. That's 3 days in a row Nvidia dropped. So this tells that Nvidia at this point in the consolidation mode is not able to find a clear direction. See, it opened at 905. The opening was good. The opening was above yesterday closing price, but after that it could not get enough momentum to go further up as we expected yesterday. And then, it was trying to go up but could not get enough momentum. So at this point, it's consolidating. And last 5 days, still 1.14% up. And last 1 month, 1.96% up. And last 6 months, it came down to 83%. So after getting some corrections last few weeks, it started to go up, but now it's moving sideways from last few days. Let me show you weekly chart that will give you more understanding. You see the weekly chart for Nvidia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 consecutive weeks Nvidia did positive weekly ending. But after that, 4 weeks in a row negative weekly ending and then positive 2 and then negative. So after having 11 consecutive positive ending, Nvidia is not able to find a clear direction. It also makes sense because before these 11 consecutive positive ending, Nvidia was doing sideways, meaning ups and down, ups and down, and ups and down, right? So there was some correction due after reaching the top here, So that's what's happening since last few weeks. But at this point, it's hard to say Nvidia should go up or go down. But the excitement of earnings, I'm guessing, should take Nvidia up before the earnings. Regarding my position, I bought Nvidia at 902 on Friday. I'm still holding it and I placed a limit buy position for today at 877, but Nvidia did not go down to that level. Tomorrow, I will further evaluate the situation in the morning and will place a limit buy position for Nvidia. Now, let's take a look technical charts. I'm showing you 90-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia. The lowest point is 475 and the highest point is 962. I also added MACD chart. You see at this point in the hourly chart, MACD is touching the zero line, and that's what we expected and predicted yesterday, that MACD should go further down, and that's what happened today. So at this point, maybe tomorrow it can go further down, but I'm expecting early next week Nvidia should go up. That's my understanding. I may be wrong. Now let's take a look 30 minutes chart. So now you see MACD in the 30 minutes chart. So MACD line on the 30 minutes chart is below zero line, and that's what we expected yesterday. Today Nvidia should go further down and MACD should go below zero line in the 30 minutes chart. Tomorrow I'm expecting it should go further down, but early next week Nvidia should go up and try to catch up. Now let's take a look at RSI. RSI at this point, the 30 minutes chart is at 41. It tells that slightly Nvidia is going down to the oversold situation. At this point it's still above 30, so it's not an oversold situation. Now let's take a look hourly chart. In hourly chart, RSI is at 43. Not much difference from the 30 minutes chart. Same situation, is trending down from last 2-3 days, and it should go further down tomorrow as well based on my understanding, and then it should try to catch up next week. Now let's draw Fibonacci levels. I added the Fibonacci levels starting from 0% to 100%. The highest point is 962 and the lowest is 762, as we saw yesterday. As I mentioned yesterday, the next level of support is at 885, and that looks to be a strong support, and Nvidia should not be able to break it in the first attempt. So it's what happening today. It tried to go further down, 882. Let me show you the daily chart. Now you see here, so Nvidia after 905 went down, but after 884, the support was strong, so it was not able to go further down, so it bounced back, and then again it tried to break 885. Again it got a pushback, so now it's moving around 885. It's maybe possible tomorrow it might break 885 because it already did multiple attempts to break it, and after that the next level of support is 862, and at the same time it's a possibility that it will bounce back from this level and go around 900 tomorrow. But if it doesn't happen, then the next level of support is 862, and that's also a strong support. On the upper side, we have a resistance at 919, and that's a very strong resistance. As we noted early this week, Nvidia tried to break it, but it could not break 919, and it got a pushback from there. Now let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. You see news regarding Nvidia on the left side of your screen. Let's start with the top one that says Nvidia stock slips and why AI chip players are having a tough time. So the bottom line of this story is it says that a market is looking for a sharply raised guidance. And this talks about since the Nvidia earnings report gonna be published May 22, so market is cautious, so it's not going too high at this point before the earnings. And the another one that we should take a look at this one that says that Nvidia, Micron, and Supermicro among companies that shine in Wall Street beat and raise game. So this talks about, if you got the earnings better than estimate, that should support higher stock prices over time. And this article discusses the P ratio overall, but nothing much to discuss on this story. So it's tell the same thing. Another one that talks about the AI stock boom is stalling. That's this one, ARM and AMD. As we noted, right, the AMD revenue guidance were not great, and also the ARM. So that together, these two companies, if you take a look, are not showing a very optimistic picture. But this does not mean that Nvidia will also report a weak revenue guidance. So revenue guidance is very important at this time together with the earnings. As we noted, many AI companies' revenue guidance were not so great. So the last one, we should take a look at this one, the Wedbush. I noticed Wedbush most of the time tries to give the very optimistic picture that's beyond reality sometimes, So this analyst is saying the world is in early stage of the fourth industrial revolution. And also it says that NVIDIA CEO Jensen as godfather of AI. But we should not read too much into it because this article is not supported by any reliable data. So that's all about the news regarding NVIDIA. Today, news and the article were mixed. Some are saying that NVIDIA and other AI companies are going in the right direction and a good future is waiting. The others saying that maybe the growth should slow down. We'll take a look what happens on the Nvidia earnings 2 weeks from now. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. You see other AI stocks on your screen. So most of the AI stocks are down today, starting with AMD 0.80% down, SoundHound 1.25% down, Avago 1.49% down, NVIDIA 1.84% down, Palantir 1.95% down, and SMCI 2.79% down. So most of the drop happened on SMCI. NVIDIA kind of lie in the middle. As we know that earnings from SoundHound is due today. We'll see what happens if SoundHound can give us a very good revenue guidance and the earning beat. That should help other AI stock tomorrow as well. If not, then probably we'll see the AI stocks under pressure tomorrow. So regarding the economic data, as we noted yesterday, not much coming this week. And early next week is also light. For example, Monday, nothing coming. Tuesday, we have PPI data is coming. That's important. And also the Wednesday core CPI and the CPI data. So Tuesday and Wednesday, very important next week. And we'll talk more about CPI and PPI on my tomorrow and Monday video. So that's all for today regarding NVIDIA. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.